Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your man DJ Roxy from Roxy Entertainment coming to you with another video. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down a beat that I made recently on the MPC 3000. Once again, hope everybody's doing good out there. So let's get right into the video. Once again, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, it's that perfect time to hit a subscribe button for more interesting videos like this. It's your man DJ Roxy, so let's get right into the video. Now, right here, I have my samples, which is my main samples. Now, I took that same sample and I used some filters. Now, one thing about the MPC 3000 is that they have low pass filter, and they're great low pass filters. So that's the same sample with filters. Of course, if you're listening to this on your phone, it's very hard to hear that sound. Now we have some vocals. I was young, and you got no time. Better late than... We have a drum loop. Now, for I will say 95% of the time when I'm making beats, I always use at least 2 drum loops in my beats that you're gonna hear in the background. This is a bass. This is more like the 808. This is another sample. And this sample, if you can hear it, it's just coming through one side of the ears, which I pan it all the way left and all the way right. And that's another thing that I use when I'm making beats, you know. And like I said, man, I don't mind sharing some of my secrets when I'm making beats. Knowledge is king, you know, and I love to share knowledge. That's what this channel is all about, you know, sharing knowledge. So what I do sometimes, I take like a small sample, and it will be pan hard left, and the other sample that goes with it will be pan hard right. Sometimes, and you know, it just give it a sound. You know, you really can't hear it like that because it's not like overbearing or on top of everything. But it just gives the beat just something, you know, amazing. It just make it sound amazing. That's the word, you know. Now I have a piano loop. Now this is another sample, you know, and it's so hard. And you know, when I'm creating, it's like I get samples from all over the place. It's not just from one place. Like this sample came from a song, you know, and I can't even remember the song, you know. And one thing that I use a lot of sound in my beats, and I get my sounds from all over the place, you know. It's just not from one place. And like this particular sound, I sample it from a song, and I use a lot of that Serato sample to do all my chopping and stuff like that. Love that program. I use it a lot. It really saved me a lot of times. And one of the stuff that I like about that program is that, you know, everything is kind of done for you in the sense that you got the notes and you got the tempo of the song, and it really help out on your workflow. Right here I have another sample. It's kind of a piano sample that kind of is gonna go with, it's kind of gonna go together with this. Oh my God. Better late than never. Anyway,
this is crew love, move music or move drugs. Rival crews, get your black suits up. I never.
And of course, that's Jay-Z sample, which I took from his acapella of the song "I Never Change." Take like my favorite part of that song and just implemented in this beat.
I'm still fucking with.
You know, and it's so beautiful when we put all this stuff together. You know, of course, I have some drums. And these drums, once again, I did a video. These drums come from my man ESK. So make sure if you want to get these drum samples, you can go on his website and order these drum samples from him. It sounds amazing, especially when you take his sample and resample it into like the MPC 3000 or into the SP 1200. It just give it even more. You know, just imagine this having something that sounds so good and just giving it extra when it comes to that. But anyway, this is some of my oh my god, it sounds so crispy. So anyway, I did made a video playing this beat. I just wanted to break it down in this video how I made the beat. So if we go and play from the beginning of the beat, which would be this particular sequence. Man, you can hear that, man. You can hear that. The quality of the sounds, the quality of the MPC 3000. Now, if you watch my videos, and I repeatedly say this, this is my favorite sample of all time, the MPC 3000. I did a video dedicating why I love the MPC 3000 so much. I love this machine. It go back into, you know, my childhood history on this machine. Not that I had one, you know, in my childhood, but the fact that I used to just watch the guys in the band had like several of these MPCs, and I used to admire, and you know, it was really out of my reach, especially at that time. You know, which one of these MPC was like $4,000-$5,000, you know, in the 90s, you know, $4,000-$5,000 was taboo to me. You know, I didn't have that kind of money, especially to buy MPC. But you know, becoming an adult and, you know, experiencing having these MPC, it's over now, I would say over 20 years now. No, about 15 years, a little more than 15 years since I bought my first MPC 3000. And you know, I was lucky enough to get that MPC for $1,200 at that time, and it was the limited edition. And it was a low number limited edition, very low number limited edition, which I preferred a lot. End up selling that MPC, and which was one of the gears that I ever sold that I regret selling. You know, I wish I still even had that MPC. I did had another MPC limited. I end up selling that MPC to buy the TOF ATB 32 channel mixer that I had. And if you watch my videos, you've seen that TOF ATB, which is one of the best sounding analog mixers ever, like ever. Anyway, guys, we're getting off topic. So yeah, this is the beat. Let me see if I can mute. Let me go and mute my my mains. Let me see if we get just the drums and stuff like that. You can hear the power in the drums when it comes to the MPC 3000. Of course, the samples are very good sample. But the power, the punch that you get from the MPC 3000. Now, I'm gonna say this, and I know a lot of people gonna be surprised with what I'm gonna say right now. But yes, the MPC 3000 is my favorite sampler of all time. No dispute that. Now, do I think the MPC 3000 sounds better than other machines? No. And I would say the SP 1200 is the best sounding machine that I know. You understand? In my opinion, the best sounding machine is the EMU SP 1200. Now, and I know it's going to be hard for me to say that because, like saying, the MPC 3000 is my favorite machine. It's an overall machine. One thing I like to say about the MPC 3000, the characteristic about the MPC 3000 that no other machine can do this, and it could go both ways. It could go into that old school. If you're doing old school, you can go old school. But if I want to take this machine right now and go into new school, it will do new school just as good as any new MPC out there. You understand? And even better, because the sound that this will give you, the punch that it will give you, not even the MPC X gonna give you that. It's like this. If you look at the MPC X, and I do have an MPC X. If you watch my video, you've seen the MPC X. I really talk highly about the MPC X. But notice one thing about the MPC X. They have 3 modes in the MPC, if I'm not mistaken, 4 modes, which is the MPC 60 modulation, trying to emulate an MPC 60. Also, the MPC 3000 modulation, trying to do the same thing that this machine does. That's to tell you how good it is. Now, to tell you that the competition always been Akai and EMU back in the 90s, back in the 80s, it was always those 2 machines competing with each other. And like the old saying, if you can't beat them, join them, right? You have Akai taking a machine like the EMU SP 1200 and implementing that into their MPC X, into the new machines, because they know how good it was. And this is what I say, even though the MPC 3000 is my favorite, it's not the best sounding machine out there. The best sounding machine is the SP 1200. Like, I play with these machines almost every day. I if you watch my videos, you've seen I use that SP 12 very much lately in my videos. Recently just had a little issue with my MPC 3000, nothing big, but my recording button was kind of sounding a little, crashy, scratchy, and I took it apart and replaced that part and whatever the case may be. So now it's back to my original state. And now I like to keep all my machines in original state where it working perfect. Like I don't want anything not working on my machine. Like I cannot work with something that is half working, So yeah. So you got the competition like the MPC, Akai, implementing the competition, EMU. And then sooner or later it's going to be competition again, in the sense that, EMU is bringing out the new SP12, SP1200, the new SP1200 is about to get released. And that's going to be, money off of Akai pockets, because, a lot of people will probably go more for for SP1200 than, going towards Akai MPC X or whatever. Now, and this is just me just talking shit, but I'm pretty sure when that SP12 drops, it's going to be hot. It's going to be definitely something that's going to be, everybody's going to be buying, everybody's going to be, loaning for. But I tell you this, I'm pretty sure that Akai is going to pick up and try to bring out maybe something like MPC, let's say the MPC X Mark II or something like that. Now, one thing I would suggest, and if I was a CEO of Akai or something like that, what I will do, since the EMU SP 1200 is coming back, I will take this machine right here and do a re-release of the MPC 3000. If that's me, that's my opinion. I will take this MPC 3000 and bring it again, because they bring it again in '99 with the limited edition, which was no different to the MPC 3000. This regular one was no different to the black one that they bring out in '99 and 2000 and 2000, which the limited edition, they just had a different color scheme. And now I said this in many of my videos too. The color scheme on the MPC 3000 limited do not stay like this. If you notice, a lot of those limited, the body do not look like the regular. And these are older machines. They do not look like the original color scheme. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. So this is the MPC 3000 right here, and you can hear the quality of the beat. You can hear the quality of the sounds. And having a machine like this, man, make you really like, you know, create music. Like, you know, it sounds so musical. You know, make you create all the time. It just inspired you to create music just by the sound, the quality of the sound. I know these are getting high in price right now. The MPC 3000 are getting very high in price. You know, like, it's ridiculous how much these older machines are rising in price, and they're not going down. They're not. If anything, they're going up. You know, they're only gonna go up. It's just like a old Mercedes Benz. You know, like, with time, it just gets more and more value. So definitely, if you were one of the cats that got one of these MPC maybe 3-4 years ago when it was going into that $2,000 range, like, man, that you're on top of things. Because right now, if you go on eBay, you're trying to get an MPC 3000, you're going to be paying about $6,000. Imagine that. That's a lot of money. You know, compared when I bought this MPC, this MPC 3000, I bought it for, I think it was like $700 when I bought it. And this particular MPC came with the VGA output. Like, imagine that. This came with the VGA output. The VGA output on these, at that time, they were going for like $500. Now a VGA output, the last time I checked, is like $800. So you can imagine this came with a VGA output that costs more than what I pay for this MPC. You know, this is one of the MPC that I never sell, because I did get it for that low price, but I had to put some work into it. It had a bad screen. The patch was dead. The tack switches was bad. Like half of the tack switches was bad. Whoever had this before me, like, used to probably ban the shit out of this MPC 3000, because to kill those tack switches, those original tack switches that came with these machines, man, you really had to be banging these things. But anyway, I changed them for the tack switches, and the tack switches that I changed these for are the good one that the MPCstuff.com has. Now, they sell like very good tack switches, not the one that you will find like in Reverb and eBay. No offense to the sellers, but it's not the same as the one that they sell on MPC Stuff. Now, the one on MPC Stuff, they're very expensive, but you know, you don't want to put nothing cheap on your MPC 3000. You don't want to spend $6,000 on equipment like this or whatever you got it for, you know, and then put some cheap ass tack switches. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're not gonna do this video too long. I know we're getting very, very long right now. This is like the 20 minutes range. This is probably gonna be one of the longest videos that I ever post up. But anyway, man, I'm excited. I'm excited about my Tascam Mix Gas 4. And of course, this microphone that it's been a minute I haven't speak on one of these mic. Not to get too much off topic, but I used to work at the radio station, and the radio station had about maybe 15 to 20 of these microphones, you know, and the sound of this mic is just perfect. This is an EV microphone. You can look it up. Many videos on this mic. We're not going to do that in this video. But anyway, it's your man DJ Roxy from Roxy Entertainment. coming to you with another video. And look out for my podcast that's coming soon. We're gonna be doing a every Friday podcast that we're gonna have special guests every Friday. We're gonna do and get everybody involved. So definitely gonna be sharing some more information on that and how you can be involved in the podcast that's coming. Rock with Roxy podcast coming soon. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, it's a perfect time to hit that subscribe button for more interesting videos like this. Until next time. Before I go, I'd like to thank all my subscribers and everybody for commenting on all my videos and for following the movement. It's your man, DJ Roxy. Until next time.
Was a time I was young, got no time, better late than never. Like go, 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 like go. This is true love, move music and move drugs. Rival crews, get your black